All right, while they're doing that, we're gonna open this, we're gonna open up this cutter head case, and I'm gonna measure the, I never did measure the distance between the shear bar and the knife drum to see what kind of wear these knives have on them. And then this, we've got to sharpen the knives, and this will be the first time that I've sharpened the knives on this one here. So we've got to remove the power shaft, and we'll undo the locks and get it opened up. All right, so we've got this unit here all opened up, and what we want to do is measure the distance that the shear bar is from the drum. And we've got this tool here, which the other chopper's got the same one. There's 124.5 millimeters on this side and 121.9 on this side. And the reason why there's two measurements is because depending on how much hard surface you have on your knife, if you remove the knives, you have to go by this measurement here. If your grass knife has between 10 and 16 millimeters of hard surface left on it, you need to set your knife drum from the shear bar. You need a hand? Yeah, okay. I gotta give him a hand. I'll be right back. All right, we gave them guys a hand quick. So if your knives are used, the only time you would do that is if you're changing knives from a grass knife to a corn knife, and you put these knives back in. If it's a used knife, 10 to 16 millimeters of hard surface left, you set your shear bar from the drum at 121.9 millimeters, and when they're new, 21 to 24 millimeter, you're at 124.5. And there's another one for, I think the other one is a corn knife. Yeah, the little one with just one side is for the corn knife. So what you do is you use this foot right here, and you set that up against the shear bar, and it seems like these knives have quite a bit of surface left on them. So we're at 124.5 millimeter there. So we'll just set this in like this. And with that setting in there, the tip is just barely, yeah, this is just barely touching the drum itself. So these knives are in pretty good shape here. So we'll go ahead and get this closed up. We'll run a knife sharpening cycle, and then we'll put the head back on, and we should be able to roll out of here. So I was just curious as to how much knife surface I had there. Alright, another thing you can do, you can kind of cheat. Like when you put a set of knives in, you can readjust them knives out because the capacity of the chopper is based upon how much material you can store in behind this knife as it's going around. Once you start to slow the cutter head down, you're going to decrease the amount of revolutions that the knife drum turns, Therefore, you're going to decrease the amount of material that you're carrying around this big wheel, so to speak. So a new knife will always make the machine have more capacity because of this area from the tip of the knife to the back side. A corn knife will make the machine run, well, I'm not going to say it's going to make it run more efficiently, but if you go with a corn knife from corn and go into hay, you'll notice that the machine will chop a lot more because it's carrying a lot more material in here. When you pack the material in and it can't run away, you start to slow the cutter head down. Therefore, well, we kind of talked about that. So, all right, let's get these sharpened and get moving here. They got that wheel on. They're going to drive that around, slam it into some good potholes, and then pull the dual back off, pull the hub off, and then he'll go around it with the impact. It just makes it easier because if you tighten them up, you've got to do all the work from right here. It's not. You know, that ain't bad, Nate. I don't know. It's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other, so. Okay, so we're ready to roll here. I've just got to run over and fill up with some diesel exhaust fluid here. So we'll go ahead and roll on out of here. Knives are sharp, shear bar is set, and I get the park brake off, and we're ready to roll. Alright, so we have just gotten into the field. We have received quite a bit of rain. Today is Tuesday, June 12th. Wednesday, June 12th. And this hay has been down since Sunday. We got rained on Sunday night. We got rained on Monday night. Jared and Nate tended it here yesterday. Here we are, it's just about noon time, we're chopping right now. We're at 58% moisture, so we're in pretty good shape. It's going to be a little green, but the ground is real wet. We want to let the ground dry out a little bit too. And Jared's merging by himself. We're going to have 2 mergers going today. However, we had that wheel to work on the 9410. Didn't anticipate on that problem. And it didn't allow me to get the 2-way radio put in this chopper, so I got to use this handheld. We haven't got that much hay to chop today. My brother's cut right now, dump wagons are hooked up. Andrew will probably run a dump wagon when he gets out of school. And we'll try to get through this here today. We have to have all this cleaned up today so that we can start chopping. Well, my brother's cutting right now. The first load of the day. It's greasy. He had a little trouble turning around up there. So did Alex. So it's not going to be all that fun today, but we'll have to make the best of it. It's semi-level ground. So, all right. Well, we're about done with this one piece here. This whole east side of this field, we've had to use the dump wagon. We're right alongside Route 81. Back in, oh, it was 5 years ago when we had corn in here. I ended up planting a fancy little slogan into this field right in behind me. For those of you that know, will know. But, yeah. So, we've got a couple loads left here. We ended up blowing a hose on the other dump wagon. Sarah's bringing a hydraulic hose over, along with the service truck. So, we're just going to keep at her here. We'll join up with you in a little bit here if anything else comes to fruition, if you will. But we're hoping to just get this done. The hay's getting drier. This is 55% moisture. Got a little mud over here. Andrew is now merging. Jared's running this dump wagon. What we were doing is the trailers would get their own dump wagon load themselves, and then I would load straight trucks in the meantime. But now we're on the wettest side of this field, and yeah. Jared wants to come this way, I think, which is alright. Now we're gonna circle back like this. Oh, where's he wanna go? He's gonna swing around me. Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna keep at it. I need both hands here. So it might be a little much for the old 7930. You've got enough on, Jared. That 7930 doesn't have the greatest tires on the front. I think when we put those on last time, there was about $4,000 for the pair. So we've just got maybe 2 dumper carts loads left. One maybe. I think we got 2 windrows there. Yeah. So we'll get this done and get out of here. One strip we have over in behind us, just the bottom portion of that one is wet. Top portion isn't. And then we should be out of this wetter ground areas. We should be able to move right along here. So it is what it is. Alright, so we've got this piece done. It was wet from about where we are that way. Route 81 is on the other side of the field. Sarah's over here with the service truck. Jason is putting a hydraulic hose on that dump wagon. It went from the SCV to the dump wagon to a T. So that's what they're working on. We're gonna check on them, and then we're gonna get on out of here, get to the next field. So yeah. All right. We'll see how they're making out. Jared, he was a little low on hydraulic oil on that 7930, so they took a hydraulic hose off the dump wagon here and put it over into his fill port. Dump some oil from one tractor to the other. How you making out there, driver? Yeah. See how that is? All right. So it was this guy here.
Hey, you don't have any zip ties?
There's zip ties in here.
Okay.
Let me show you right where they are so you know it for next time.
That is true. There we go.
There's also no funnel that belongs to this truck anymore.
There's a green one. Where'd that green one go?
No idea. We looked for it, but maybe I didn't look hard enough.
It was under the seat. Is it in the back? It's right here.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't look hard.
Yeah, you how many times you get in and out of the truck?
One of these days.
Huh? All right. What do you need, Jay? Okay. All right. We got that field over there, that 20 acres, and then the Comfort Window lot, and then Naughton and 20.
You want the register anyway, these?
No. No. Well, maybe I should take them. Nah. Let's get done with them and then we'll, yeah, maybe somebody can give you a ride back or something. So, all right. Okay, so Andrew, when he came over, he brought the 8120 and a new Merger over. And that Merger has not been used yet. He would much rather use the older Merger because he ended up rebuilding it, putting all the teeth on there. He likes the 8110 and everything like that. Oh, I got a part of a windrow there. How did I forget that? So he likes to use that. Jared got over here before we had that other one hooked up. Actually, no, he helped Nate hook that up. Nate was supposed to come and help him merge, but once we seen that wheel was loose on that 9410, I helped Nate put the blade on it, and I said, well, we better fix this wheel, and then I had other stuff I wanted to do, and so on. So Jared's trying to get as much as he can on Jason's load to make it worthwhile for him. So we'll wait for somebody to come over here and get this windrow. Let's see, he's got, I don't think that's gonna fit. Hey Jared, what you have on there, I don't know if that's gonna fit on him. Maybe. Oh, it looks like it's gonna dump out. Oh, he's got a little bit. Those Moss trailers, they're 38 foot. And that dump wagon's 18. There's a divider in the center. And that dump wagon works good. You can almost squeeze like 2.5 dump wagon loads. It works better if you take the third dump wagon load and you can get quite a bit of it to fall in it. So he's got 2.5 loads or so in there. But so that's gonna do it. Alex's boyfriend's over here. He's just getting ready to pull out. Jared sees I got this windrow that I'm waiting for, so he's gonna get on it. So that is gonna about do it for this video, folks. It's gonna get easier as the day goes on. We're into the late afternoon here. Alex has been over here for quite a little while waiting for a load. So we'll chop this short little one. So that's gonna do it. That's it for this video. We've got about 60 acres left to do here for tonight, which should go quickly.